Hi, friends. Welcome to my podcast. So, this is the fifth episode of my podcast. And here I have my friend, my senior, and my kind of inspiration. So, he is Ram Prasad.
Hi friends.
So, Ram, you know, you are elder to me. So, I look into you, lot of things that you want to express, you keep talking. But what is the one thing that you want to do it yourself instead of giving talks? You give a lot of advice. You want to give advice to the people. But there are few things that, yeah, I want to do it myself. Then I need an example. What is it?
So I think that sticking to your values and not you keep going towards a goal or something that you think is very important. But where are we actually going?
It's good.
My question is like you keep wondering over something that did did this thing will give me happiness, will that will give you happiness? So to answer your question, that I'm going nowhere, but I'm going somewhere in my thought process. Because the world needs you to become something. The world wants you to do something which I don't want to do.
What you really want to do then?
I want to do which my heart says that is right. I don't want to say what the society says is right. And what is right and what is wrong. People will say, no, I don't watch social media, I don't be much, but recently I got caught up with that caste thing. People think that caste is the biggest, people who grew up with that kind of a mentality, they think that is right. I
Yes.
can't change their mind. I can't say. So, so similarly, if I think, okay, what am I going to do? Where am I going? Let me do what I'm doing is right. So, what is right? You might ask, what is right?
No, based on the answer which you gave, I totally agree with that. Because of your experience, you think that this is right.
Yep.
Okay. So, of my experience, I think this is right. But when I'll start thinking over your thoughts, I'll be like, yeah, he's right in some way.
Okay. Now the audience might be confused what we are actually talking about. The thing is, for me, right is values. I give so much importance to honesty. I give importance to integrity. Okay. Value your values more than your life. You have to stand by your values. Okay, if you are going to break your values, I need to make money, I need to make profit. A 10 rupees product, you sell it for 100 rupees and you say you are a good salesperson. I started my career as a salesperson. I didn't like it because I am faking. I still remember when I sold a laptop which was only 22,000. I'm talking in the year 2008. 20,000 laptop, I sold it for 32,000 in Paris corner. Okay, and my salary was 1,200 and I worked for 1 year 2 months.
Per month, 1,200.
Yeah, yes, 1 month 1,200, I worked for 1 year 2 months. Okay, and then my career went on. I started seeing things that that's very hard to express right now here in the podcast. But
So if I ask you, if you get a chance to go back
Mhm.
and choose your career, so what will the career you choose? So I hope you're clear with the question. It is like
Mhm.
I'm asking this question not only for you, but it will be a learning path to the people who is watching or starting their career. Because when I started my career, I did a job which I didn't like. For the 1 year, 1.5 year I did. That means 1.5 year I wasted. Okay. So as you're more experienced in life than me, okay. So what path you would have choose?
I wouldn't be able to say there's one path, but to be specific, yes, leadership. I feel like I'm really good at leading people, but having worked in one company for 10 years and I've been depromoted, rather, like I have to go back where I started my career. But that doesn't put me into a thing like, I often feel like right now I'm going through a harsh phase where I feel that, there's no much growth, but you are learning. So the freshers or whoever has started, be loyal to the work, be loyal to what you actually do. I love customer service. I love solving customers' problem.
So you mean be loyal to the company or
Don't be loyal to the company just like the way I did. To be harsh to all the corporate company out there, don't be loyal to them, but be loyal to what you do. I have that regret, but at the same time, there's something to take it that I have experience. I learned a lot about leading people my way, but they want to be strict with, especially with the fresher. Now, my career right now, I have to deal with 20 freshers. And imagine those people mindset. They'll be like, when they'll ring the bell, like in school days, when I can log out, just have a good time,
mm,
like walking around the park. So it's very, very difficult to be in a friendly kind of leadership. People will tell you are not strict. Mr. Ram Prasad, you are not strict. You have to be strict. Leadership means you have to strict. You have to be strict. No, I highly I don't want to be like that. So pressure, if you want a career, don't be like me. But if you want to be like me, you should have the perseverance. You have to have that inner confidence that you can go on and on. Whatever you are, do what you love what you do. But don't be too loyal to your company. That's what I'm trying to say.
yeah, that's correct. Even I would have said the same thing. Someone would ask it.
Mhm.
No, there is another question which I want to ask. We fear some things, okay, in life. It's a we fear. But when I have a child or when I have juniors whom I need to train, I want to teach them something that not to fear this. So what will that be?
Don't get scared to take risks. Don't scared about what your management or your higher person will say about it and how your career will get affected. If you feel from your deep inside your heart that this is the right thing to do, go ahead and do it. Listen to your heart more than your mind.
But
Mhm.
there is comes a situation where he has to listen to the people, society,
Okay.
because not everybody is given the power of politic power or money, freedom or something. They have to live in the society so that the family can support them, and that situation what we did.
You have to break the shackles. You have to listen. That is a very good question because I have been going through and I've been there and I'm still there. But at times you'll feel that is a very hard journey. Like if you're being honest, if you're staying with your principles and your values more than showing authority and taking control and stamping over someone to grow up in the organization. That's what your corporate world will teach you. But that's really hard. You cannot support. You feel like you're losing all the strings, like like a puppet who's sung and all the thread has been cut, and you can no longer move. You're no longer a puppet. They say you're controlled like a puppet. You're not even a puppet. You're not even nothing. You are a dead doll. Okay, walking on the rope. That exactly will happen. But stick to your values. That will give you your eternal happiness. You think money will give you happiness? You will think the society. Yes, money is required, but not in a wrong way. Like I said, I started, for 1,200 rupees. I used to work. I used to sell a laptop 22,000 laptop. We used to like 20,000 laptop. I used to sell it for 32,000. I didn't feel like that was the right thing to do. But they'll say that is a businessman. You have a skill to sell. So I will say that generation, if you think that is right, if you want to make money, maybe probably like 30, 40 years, you will have a car, you will have a bungalow, you will do everything. But somewhere deep inside, you will not be satisfied as a person. Do you really want to be happy? I'm not here to talk philosophical or something, but the real thing is to be happy inside and out. That is what we all are looking for. And do what you love, is what I said, and love what you do. It's so hard to put it, but ultimately, yes, money is there. We are stuck with this social kind of a thing. We need to grow. In order to do, people might come up with all kind of a strategy, all kind of things, and your environment, your society will make you do all the stuff.
Oh, there is one part in us, okay. When we get up early in the morning, search,
Okay.
there is something in us says that you should have lived your yesterday better.
Uh-huh.
So what can that be in your life? At least it's trying to say that you can make it today better also.
Yeah, to be really frank, I feel like I could have moved out of this company long back. I regret because I was too loyal. So, so if
So
it was like,
when you understood that,
hmm,
yes, I need to move away. It's what is it? It's not being too much loyal to the company. It's not good for me. So when did you understand this?
like say like last month, it's better late than never. People make mistake because we are human beings. We are bound to make mistakes. But I made mistakes for the past 10 years. Like having spent for 10 years and then realizing that crying over the spilled milk, like nothing is going to change. It's better late than never. It is late. I agree. But now I realize yes. So I want to say to all the people out there that don't be too loyal or you will be put down to where you started. Actually, I'm starting my career from the scratch. From there, the role that I started in this company, that's what I'm doing now after 10 years. All the people at the bottom level got promoted. Well, I'm not here to tell the sad sob story, but that's the reality. A person who is like kind hearted, who thinks about integrity, who thinks about valuing other people's values and valuing other people as a human being, seeing them as a human, these all will not take you places, but these all are inner peace and inner motivation that will make you to keep moving. Did I answer your question?
Yeah.
ஆனா நீ காசுன்னு கேட்கறல ultimately you are coming back to yesterday was a better day for everything that you asked. No, it is coming like you are asking, you have a child, all that question comes back to one thing: money.
Money, obviously, yeah.
But I don't want to talk about money. You feel like there's a camera and you talk, just forget that there is a camera. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not asking about money. Obviously, money is
uh,
one of the most important thing, okay,
okay.
just to live your life.
Mhm.
But there are places, where we can live without money. But if we want to, satisfy your mind, then
Mm.
money is important.
Yeah, I have a kid now. Okay, she is 2 years old, and I had a 41 believe just happened now because I'm not moving out of this company. She knows that all the people below me have got promoted. I'm not doing anything just because I cannot put jalra. That means butter. I cannot put whatever the manager says. Yes, boss. Yes, boss. I can't say that. I'll just say if this is. I feel deep down this is wrong. This is not the right way to do. Like ID swapping or something like that. I'll point out. I'll say them no. This is wrong. This is not the integrity. They will just ignore me. They'll just put me aside, and that's why I didn't grow.
Then,
Okay.
what do you choose not to put paper? What is the situation right now in your life that you feel we wait for some more time? So what is it?
Because I have commitment. When the company is not going to fire me because they know that I have that potential, they need me. Okay, at the same time, they don't want me promoted because of the visibility. The upper management, I need to constantly in the corporate world, it's all about comes down to one thing: visibility.
Right?
Constantly, you need to showcase what you're doing. You should have the entire thing like data. I did this, I did that for this company. I brought this much profit to the company. That's when the management will understand. So end of the day, it's all about the money. So if you have money motive, if you are thinking that yes, people have to notice you, then this is not the right place for me.
Right.
But wherever I go, whatever organization, it's all about visibility. So I chose Scrum Master, but there is no visibility. Scrum Master is entirely a different concept.
So it is like you're trying to move your career to Scrum Master, right?
Yes.
So how that works? Maybe you can give advice to the people to choose that path who is interested in. Maybe instead of taking the wrong decision entering into the corporate world, they can know what Scrum Master and do that, and they can choose their own life career.
Yeah, that is for the people who want to be a leader, not like a traditional leader, but a leader who is a servant leadership. He'll be a coach, he'll be a facilitator. The very most important thing about that is not showing authority.
Okay.
It's not like traditional water flow where that manager controls you, tells you, don't do this, do that. No, that's not what Scrum Master does. The Scrum Master role itself defines clearly it is servant leadership. You're going to be a servant. You're going to service. You need to give service to those employee like you're not having anything hidden behind, or you're not trying to get something out of others for your own benefit. That's exactly what manager does
Correct.
for their personal growth.
Mm.
They'll do anything. They'll stamp you. They'll climb up above everyone, and they'll say that uh, they'll say yes, I'm successful.
Or they'll try to steal the credit. That is it.
Steal the credit, or like they know that this person has potential. If I let him go, like he will shine. He'll come above me. They get scared. So it is not something like that when it comes to Scrum Master. You grow, I grow. Everybody grows.
So what are the
That's
skills
mentality.
required for that?
Skills that are required is that is inborn. When you have that servant leadership, like you have that uh, person who's trapped in the corporate world, who is genuine, who always thinks about good of others. Those people can try Scrum Master. Those people can actually enter into the Scrum Master role. They will love what they're doing because they always think about the people and the process and the productivity. Obviously, it's about productivity. You bring in the productivity, there is no business. But you do it your way, motivating people, being as a servant to them. Even you can bring a cup of coffee to the table to the developers because you're not a developer. Scrum Master is a non-technical person. He doesn't know anything about no programming.
The technical skills required.
He doesn't need any technical thing. He is just a motivator in the. There will be 10 people. Among them, 8 are developers. One is product owner, and another person Scrum Master who doesn't even know anything about programming. His role is to facilitate things, to keep motivating them, to understand why we stand behind this. What are we trying to do? As a family member, if somebody is a drunkard, somebody is doing something, as a friend, or you teach them, you tell them, man, this is the right path. So maybe that kind of a motivation is what actually pulled me into Scrum Master. So
It's good. Let me know, actually. Even I want to do the same.
I want to first get into this, clear the certification. Let me see if actually gives me that immense kind of a happiness where no other job can give me. If I can't be my own, like, self-employed, which needs a lot of investments, I always wanted to become an entrepreneur. So I can have my own rules. I can be the boss. But that's a very distant dream. So you're going to be an employee or something, and which you feel like you value your people, you love your process, you love to have your own kind of integrity and honesty that you want to bring into the business, then I would say Scrum Master is best for you. Let me first do that, clear it, become a Scrum Master, and then I'll give another podcast. Be ready.
So now I want to ask some personal questions, okay? If you're okay with that.
No.
So I see, obviously you just you drink. Okay.
Yes.
So what makes you to drink frequently? Is it something that you want to hide or something you're doing for yourself to enjoy? So, and another question is like, just because you're drinking, you're enjoying, or you can enjoy just like that.
You don't need a stimulant like this, or you can call it a substance or something external stimulants that can give you happiness. Happiness comes from within you.
Then why
And
do you choose
this
to
this
drink?
I chose it to drink because I feel like doing not to numb my conscience. I just feel like, this is kind of an entertainment. I'm not harming anybody. I'm giving my entire salary to my wife. So I keep my own kind of a money. I think, okay, this is not going to harm anyone, not even to me. If I do it regular basis, I should not exceed certain quota. This is my quota.
So when you say you don't have to harm your consciousness,
Yeah.
okay, there are there are some other way also, right?
Yeah.
Instead of drinking, you can start meditation, can start exercising. So why you choose this over that?
This is not the ultimate thing. I understand people will judge you. People will think, yes, this guy who has got this much of a knowledge or something, who actually talks about so much about philosophy and things like that. Why is he, like, you could say, addicted to drinks, addicted to alcohol?
Yeah, that is a problem. See, when you hear a lot of advice, okay, people, yeah, will take that advice and they will start literally investigating, okay, what he really does. So when they see this negative side, they'll be like, how can he give advice when he is this?
Yeah, I get it. So I would say that yes, I need to completely stop it. I need to, before you preach something, practice and then preach. I'm not saying people shouldn't drink.
Okay.
I'll never say you
Yeah,
shouldn't drink
but
because I drink. Okay. I love tequila, I love vodka. Okay, that's my favorite. So after this podcast, why don't you catch up with me
no, I don't think so.
on a lighter mode? Just chill, okay? So this is not, like I said, with alcohol should not be a motto in your life. Like meeting new people. I met a person in the Trichy bus. He was a Bengali. We had a very good conversation. He was 54 years old. Okay, you know what he said?
Mm.
I thought he came for a job or something. He doesn't drink, he doesn't smoke, doesn't take tobacco, no habits, nothing. He was looking so smart. He doesn't know English.
Mm.
And he didn't come here for job or something. He came here.
Vacation.
Exactly. Okay, vacation, a person who doesn't even can't speak proper English in Tamil Nadu,
Uh,
Hindi, and he doesn't even know proper Hindi. He only can speak in Bengali, but he had the courage to come all the way down south, Trichy. Okay, that blew my mind. You keep searching, like you meet people, you get so much like start thinking, wow, what am I going after? What is he going after? He said he's 54.
mm.
Okay, his daughter has completed college and his daughter is going to get married, and we are talking about the society, about dowry and all those stuff. Okay, he said dowry and all, we'll never give dowry. Dowry is against this. I'll never give dowry. A person with that mentality, a person who came down south, he said, I went to north, all the places I've seen. Ram, but I've not seen south. So I'll start exploring Trichy. Next, I'll go to Karnataka. I'll go to, he said someplace.
Andhra.
He said someplace, Mysore.
Uh,
Okay, anyway, I'm going off the topic.
anyway,
But these things actually caught my attention that where are we going? What are we trying to achieve in life? Ultimate purpose, goal. So meeting people, talking to people and solving their problems or whatever mental block they have. That is what I feel like that's my real purpose. I keep thinking, what is my purpose? What am I doing? This is what I love doing. Non-judgmental
mm,
and trusting everything is, maybe people call it, man, don't trust it. Anybody and everything, man, that's a very bad thing. But I trust literally whatever anyone says or anyone gets very close to me, I start trusting them so blindly. So now I have a question for you. Is that wrong to trust someone blindly?
I do trust few people blindly, but before trusting, I make sure that I understand them, then I trust. Okay, but I will not trust them 100% sure like I trust myself. That I will never do it with anyone. Even I have a girlfriend, I will not trust 100%. Anyone it is. I do trust blindly.
Okay.
So Ram, thank you so much for coming into my podcast. I hope you enjoyed my questions and you giving answer or taking out from inside.
Yes, Mohan. Yes, I did enjoy so much with you. Their questions were like alcohol kind of a questions, kind of bothered me a bit, but
Because
I
I
definitely will
asked
quit.
you personal. Yeah, I told you I'm gonna ask you something personal. Is that okay? You said yes.
Yes, that's completely fine. I will quit it. That is not going to stop me from the person I am. That is not going to change my personality. I will be the way I am. I will go the road that I chose. And I'm once again, I'm so happy coming to your podcast and hope you'll invite me again.
Yeah, I showed you.
Thank you.
Thank you.